Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle here to give the full moon reading for the month of August 2023. We just had an amazing full moon pop up at 11:31, 11:32, somewhere around there Pacific time. If you got to see it the last few days, it was a super moon, meaning it's actually appearing closer to us, to our planet. So appearing bigger and more magnificent and amazing. And let's see what the cards have to say about this full moon cycle coming up over the next couple weeks. If you would take a deep breath and tune in and see if one of these piles resonates with you. Excellent. And we will take the middle pile and the right pile aside. We'll start with the left pile. So for my left pile folks, the card of your full moon is receiving, showered with the blessings of nature. Behind you, we have integration, coming home to the heart. And before you, we have the flow card, cleansing channels for renewal. So we'll start with the receiving card. This is a water card. You see a little nymph here bathing in a pool and just surrounded by all these gorgeous flowers. And this is the card of really allowing basically, being open enough to allow the blessings of nature to flow through you and to come into you, and to recognize that we are here for a limited time in this current physical state that we're in, and that we're here to really receive all the physical benefits that are here for us. And the water element is about being receptive to that receiving and flow. And then behind you, you're coming out of this integration phase, little reverse, so we can just flip this card around. Reversal meaning a little bit of obstacles or some resistance to the full expression of this energy, which is integration, alignment, all chakras aligned, being in balance, being centered and calm. It's the culmination where you are at one with your physical self and your spiritual self. And your feathers aren't ruffled by anything, and you're quite grounded and centered. So if, as this came up reverse, maybe it hasn't felt that way. Maybe it's the card says coming home to the heart. Maybe you've been distracted, not coming home to your own heart, looking outside of yourself for results, looking outside of yourself for satisfaction, looking outside of yourself for love and appreciation. So knowing that everything you need is inside of you, and taking some time to really connect with your physical self and your spiritual self, and all the answers lie within. Then coming up for you, my left pile folks, we have the flow card. Again, let's flip this around and have it be right side up and not have any interference to this flow, your natural flow. The metal cards are in this picture. You see someone practicing Qigong and bringing in the energy of heaven, bringing in the energy of the elements, the oceans, the trees, the ground. It says cleansing channels for renewal. So the metal element really is about cleansing, cutting away, letting all the energies that no longer serve you just flow right through you, out to the ocean, down your feet, down to the earth that is a lovely, capable planet that can recycle energy and transform it into beautiful flowers, like the earth takes sewage and makes it into food for us and for the planet. So Anything that you no longer need, just have no problem shedding that, doing some qigong, doing some movement, any exercise to like get your meridians flowing, get the energy moving. That's going to help you and let you be in your flow. For this full moon in Aquarius, that's the reading for you, my left pile folks. And this receiving card, it just looks so important for you to just recognize all the gifts that have been given to us. If at the very most rudimentary level, that we have lungs and organs, that we can inhale a breath of air, and that lung is nurturing us and all of our organs and allowing us to experience life on the physical plane. And understanding that is our Buddha nature, and being in the flow allows us to move forward in the physical world with beauty and ease. So many blessings, my left pile folks. And now we'll move on to the middle pile. So if you chose the middle pile, your card for this full moon is the intuition card, a wood card, clear vision, inner knowing. And then behind you we have the civilization card, cultivating stewardship. And then before you we have a seed card, patience in darkness for seeds to root. So again, we're seeing a couple reversals here, and we'll get to that in a second. But your card, this intuition card, is very clear, the wood card. And you're seeing the Shang Dynasty character, the Oracle bone script for I. And they would throw these bones during the Shang Dynasty to see what the future held and when would be good times to align with the stars and to make appropriate decisions. This is the Chinese character for I here. This says Oracle bone script over here, and it says clear vision, inner knowing. So this card really is about connecting like within and understanding what's your intuition, being able to speak to your intuition and hear back and reflect back. And that's a practice. It's like any relationship. You need to work at communicating and hearing yourself and understanding what's right for me, and really following what's right for you, following that intuition and trusting that it's only has your best interests at heart. So behind you, there's the civilization card. I'm getting that there may be a relationship or something that's kind of not working out, or you may be obsessed over something. That's what sometimes this card in reverse represents. So it's a warning. This card's a warning against obsession. And it's really a card about, it says cultivating stewardship, but it's really about understanding our place in the macrocosm of our environment and our relationships with the animal world, the physical world, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, knowing that we're just a small part of the bigger whole, but also we are encompassing the entire whole in our energy, that it's possible for us to be this microcosm that's also the macrocosm. So you're seeing the goat zodiac here, and you're a 4-H club student who's caring and tending for the goat. The goat zodiac is all about herds and community and our relationship to each other, and how important it is that we all need each other, and there's this interconnectedness in the web of life. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own day-to-day routine that we forget that there's like a bigger cycle out there, and that it's all interconnected, and our vibration is so important. So you're coming out of this obsession and sort of checking in with your own intuition and your own knowing. And then this card, again reversed, so let's flip this around, and it is the seed card, patience in darkness for seeds to root. And so this is really the patience card. Maybe you might not be feeling patient, but just like give yourself the space. You can't pull up a little sprout and expect it to be a flower. You have to allow the seed to germinate in the earth before it can even crack open and begin to come up through the dark earth into the light. And the moon is here to just remind you of the subconscious and the light that shines on the unknowing, on the uncertainties, and that is always there, and that seeds germinate. And the water energy also is about our spiritual nature, our depth, and our inner knowing. So these cards are working together with the wood and the water energy, and water feeds wood. So for my middle pile folks, this is your full moon reading in Aquarius. Thank you for listening, and we will move on, put those aside, and moving on to the right pile. Okay, so our right pile folks, if you chose a right pile, the moon baby, the path clears by the light of the moon. This is your card for the full moon. It's actually the moon card. And then behind you, we have the essence of fire. And before you, we have winter. How fascinating. Every reading this full moon has been like you're very present with the card of your full moon, but then the past and the future coming up are, there's like these potentially resistant energies to these cards. So just be aware of that and know that we can easily flip those around with some openness and refreshing. Just refresh. So let's start with the moon card. Here we have we have a little sampan, babies inside floating on this vast ocean, and the moon again is shining on this child. And it symbolizes that we come to the planet and we're just naked and totally vulnerable like this child. And we need to surrender and to trust that the universe provides everything we need on our journey to get us where we are today, and will continue to do so. So it's trusting this unconscious, trusting the invisible energies, trusting the support that we can and cannot see, that we will move forward appropriately and as we need to. And it says the path clears by the light of the moon. So that trust in our subconscious and in the elements and in our journey is what allows the path to clear for us. So breathing and being content in the unknowing is what this card's about. And then on either side, like in the past you have fire, coming up in the future you have this season of winter, which is the season of water. And so you have fire and water on either side. So the essence of fire is the concentrated energy of fire. So you're coming out of a place of like a lot of like intensity, some maybe action. If not action, there was this intention for action. There was possibly a new beginning of something igniting, whether that's relationship or something with career, work. Something new kind of came up in this past that you're moving into. And then you're in this zone of unknowing, like what is it going to bring? Where are we going? So similar to the seed card for my right pile folks, we have another water card, which is this is really about quiet time, tranquility. The season of winter for the 5 elements is really about rest, like just being in a state of calm so that you can regroup, refresh, and consider what's next, what's going to come in the spring. So giving yourself the space and the alone time to really calculate what you want to bring in. And that's what I'm seeing for my right pile folks. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle. We have decks and guidebooks. You can look at the links if you're interested in learning more about your own intuition, how to access it, and using the guidebooks to do so. Thank you so much. See you for the new moon.